Assalamu alaikum. Good day, everyone. Welcome back to my channel. Today I want to share with you how I cut a gown with pleated slits at the back. It's a free gown, like a gown, and it has split at the back. So I have my beautiful Ankara fabric 6 yards here, although I'm not going to exhaust the six yards. So by the time we finish, we know how many yards we use. So what you need for this style is your gown length, your bust circumference, your waist circumference, hip circumference, your shoulder to shoulder measurement, and the length of your sleeve. So I have my gown length is 54. So I'm going to add 2 inches for the ME allowance at the lower end. So you are going to measure 56 2 times. You measure 56 2 times. Here is 56. Here's 56 inches. Length of 56 inches. Then you cut it out. It's not up to 56, so I have to adjust it again. So to be on the safer side, if you have your 56 twice, you can add, if you are using this method, you can add extra 2 inches to the measurement you have taken before you cut it out. So here is the starting line. I have the front part placed on top of the back. So the back is longer than the front because of the zip allowance. I have zip allowance of 1.5. So mark on the front, then we use the front to cut the back. So here's my starting line. This starting line serves as my shoulder. So on the shoulder, I place my shoulder divided by 2, 8. 16 divided by 2, 8. I had ½ inch allowance. So from the shoulder, I mark down my armhole length, which is 9 inches. So here's my 9 inches. Then I mark my waistline, which is 17 inches. I mark my hip line, which is 25 inches. Then down to the M line, 54 inches full length plus 2 inches allowance, making it 56 inches altogether. So I'm going to extend the lines. Here's the armhole length. Here's my waist length. Here's the hip length. And here's my full length. And the remaining is my allowance. So on the armhole, I'll place my 3-inch, the neck width, which is 3 inch. Then from here, I'll come down by 1 inch to slant my neckline, to slant the armhole. So I have 8.5 here. Same 8.5, I'll place it on my armhole length to get my armhole cuff. So I have 8.5 here. So from 8.5 here, then on this chest armhole line, I'll place my bust circumference, which is 44 divided by 4. I have 11. So I'm going to put 11 inch. Note that all my measurements start from this line and from the folded part here, not from here. Start from this line. So this is 11. My adding is of ½ inch and sewing allowance of 1.5. So on my waistline, I'm placing my waist divided by 4 is and my allowance. Hip line, I'm placing my hip divided by 4 plus is and plus sewing allowance. So I'm going to connect the lines. So whatever I have here on the hip, this is 14.5. I'll place it at the hem line. I'll remove ½ inch. So can now connect straight down to the hem line. If you have a long ruler, it will be more better. Don't have one. So coming back to the armhole length. The armhole for front is always, you remove from here. This is back armhole. You come in by ½ an inch. Then connect from here to here. Then connect to the armhole circumference. So this one that curved inside is your front armhole, while the normal one is your back armhole. Again, remember to add your allowance on the shoulder. ½ inch allowance. This ½ inch. So for the neckline, I'm going to place my neck width. I'm putting 5 inches for my neck width. While for my neck depth, I'm using 3.5 inches. So I'm going to connect. I'm using the same neck width for both front and the same neck width for both front and back. The same neck depth for both front and back. So now, again, I want to put pocket. So to locate position of your pocket from your waistline, come down by 1 inch and mark it. Now we can cut. So I'm going to cut on the front part first. If I cut the body, the front armhole will be cut, the back armhole will be cut before I now cut the front armhole. So now I'm cutting on the front first. Cut the neck. Cut it on there. So note, if I want to cut here now, I'm cutting on the front, back part first. The back armhole is what I'm cutting now. I'm still cutting on the front. So now I've cut. Now you now cut the front armhole. It's a bit deeper than the front, than the back. So just cut. So here is the front armhole, front part, and here is the back. So for the back, at the waistline here, to avoid zip bulge, on the zip allowance here, you go in by half an inch on the waistline. Then you connect it to the armhole side. Then connect to the, here is, oh sorry, here is the waist. I'm supposed to say from the waist, so ignore this first one please. Here is our waist. From the waist, to avoid zip bulge, you go in by half inch. You cut it off. So this half inch, now connect it to the armhole here. And connect it to the hip line. So just a small adjustment in order to avoid zip bulge. So see the shape. Now you can now open your zip allowance. Notch the zip allowance. Now the front and back of our gown is ready. The next thing is to cut the pocket. To locate the position of the pocket, I said it earlier that you come down by 1 inch from the waistline. 1 inch from the waistline, that's the position of the pocket. You notch it. So that's the position of the pocket. Now we are going to cut the sleeve. So I folded my fabric into two. Here is into 4 because I'm cutting sleeve for both hands together. So from here, I'll measure down 5 inch. That's my cap's height. So on the cap's height, I'm going to input my armhole measurement, which is 9. I'm adding 1.5 inches for allowance. So I'll make a curve to this place. So from here, I'll come down by 11 inches. I want it to have a shape. So I'll place 8 inches here. Then curve it like this. Then the length of my sleeve is 20. It's 20 plus 2 inches for folding in. I'm not using lining, so I'm going to bend it in. So I'm making it 23 inches. So at the hemline here, I'll put 11 inches. So here's the sleeve. Let's cut it. So we have the sleeve ready now. Then I want to put slit at the opening. So my slit, I'm going to use width of 40. Let me see if I can get 40, 45. The whole length of the wrapper. I can get 45. Yes. So I have 45 here. So I'm going to use 45 by 22 inches for my slit. So this is what I'm going to use for my slit. Please remember to subscribe to my channel. Press the notification bell so that you'll be the first person to be notified when I upload another video. Share my video and subscribe to my channel. Thank you. Here's the outcome of the gown. After joining it, we have pleat at the back. This is the front. I apply some stone to add more beauty to the cloth. Here is it. Here's the sleeve.